there comes a point in the season where you want to wreak revenge after what happened in the previous fixture. Well, this is one of those times. Revenge will be in the air come Wednesday night. You can set your watch by it. The preview of Manchester United with the actual United, by the way. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. And you can't counteract a fact. Versus Newcastle. I was a little bit sick in my mouth when I mentioned your irrelevant club. You're a Tyneside version of Stoke. That's how you ever have been, and that's how you ever will be. So heed that advice. But I'll get on to you lot later. Plenty I've got to say about your irrelevant tin pot club. Who's that infamous Arsenal fan? The name escapes me. But I'll give it a go. Bear with me. Is it Leia Trimmer? Cracked it. Lee Gunner. Is your name Lee Gunner? Are you triggered? The guy's mentally ill. And we'll see him the other day with a spoon. Psychopathic tendencies there. You can see it in the eyes, can't you? Put the spoon down, Lee. Somebody will get you the number for the Samaritans. Or better still, talk to Frank and they will help you. I tell you. Imagine wanting your best manager post-Wenger to go when you're potentially on the verge of winning your first league title in 20 whole years. 2 decades since the infamous Invisibles 2004. And even if Man City do pip you to the post, there's no shame in that. To lose to the eventual winner City, you know, you should embrace it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, people need to realise, him included, that Arteta was a novice when he first burst on the managerial scene. He was second in command to Pep. He took a massive risk to go to Arsenal with loads of scrutiny. Yeah, it's took him 4 years, but, you know, it happens. You know, that's what happens. You know, it takes time. You know, like during the epidemic, right? It would take some people longer to cotton on to the truth, whilst others will cotton on to it straight away. That's how I perceive it, and that's how I think it works. You know, and the squad's unrecognisable to the squad he inherited off Unai Emery. So it's mind-boggling to me how anybody can criticise Arteta. And even if you don't win it as well, he's not going to go anywhere. So you're wasting your time and you're wasting your breath. And as I said, go get yourself some help. It's not normal behaviour, right? It's football. Enjoy it. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Anyway. And I'm not scared of you, by the way. Just let you know. The team I'm going to pick against Newcastle. Onana in goal. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Left back, Delo. Centre backs, Kugala and Evans. Midfield 3, McTominay. I think Bruno will be back. First time that I want him to start for Man United. Right itself, that, from me. And Maino, Holland at front, across the front 3. I suppose Ahmad deserves another go. If I was being charitable and hospitable, I suppose. Also Ericsson and Anthony as well. How about? Now on to the Tyneside version of Stoke, and I'm going to enjoy this part of the video. Everybody seems to be jealous of our success. Now, it used to stem from City. It used to stem from Liverpool. But there's a new dog in the race. Newcastle United. Biker Grove, Anton Deck, Jimmy Nail. That sort of thing. You can't keep our name out of your dirty, rotten mouths. You see us Man United fans are obsessed. Look in the mirror, right? Pot meat kettle. Those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. You always seem to talk about us. I know you're still bitter and twisted because we beat you in the League Cup final last year, but you got to let it go, okay? Last time you won a trophy was in 1969 when Bobby Moncur, whoever that is, was lifting a trophy loft and Stan Hilda Ogden discovered colour television for the first time on Coronation Street, right? Middlesbrough are a big club than you. They won a trophy more recently than you have. Okay? You're an irrelevant club, right? I hate you with a passion. And you Newcastle fans, right? You have the cheek and the audacity in the front, in front of the camera, and type in your drivel on Twitter to say, us Man United fans, we come from London. Ironic that, because one Newcastle YouTube channel, with Sharon McNeil's, has only one Geordie on it. One Geordie. Maybe you should practice what you preach in future, yeah? You know, which I still believe, although it's very thin, that we will finish above you, right? We beat you on Wednesday, which we will, and then we beat Brighton, and then you fail to win against Brentford, we finish above you, right? Or we draw against Brighton, and you lose against Brentford. So there's permutations there. And do you know what really I thought about? Dan Ashworth is actually a jinx. Now I know he's gone to the Court for Arbitration for Sport to try and get out of his contract, so he's not on gardening leave no more. Because we had a 10-point gap over Newcastle, and now that's dwindled, and now they're 3 points ahead of us. How the hell's that happened? I mean, it beggars belief, and it really irritates me. I'm still irritated and sickened and saddened by us losing in the League Cup in the third round. I mean, you've given it the big one after you beat us. But hold on a minute, did you go and win the trophy? No, you didn't. You got knocked out, didn't you, in the quarter-final stage? And I was cheering on when that was happening, right? Okay? And you were owned by Qatar, who probably back Hamas, who are, rubber stamped in law, a terrorist organisation, right? Your owners, right, come from a country where they spring a leak in their own country, where beheading journalists, they do that like it's going out of fashion. All those slaves that built the stadiums did it with their bare hands, without any water, and thousands died, slaves died, by making those stadiums. In those places, women are not even second-class citizens in their own country. You're not allowed to drink. You can eat all you want, but they don't allow you to drink. That is totalitarian. That is not good in any way, shape or form. You know? And you might not know this, but Uganda passed a law that if you're gay, you get executed. Being gay in that country, Saudi or whatever, or Qatar, what have you, being gay, they kill you for that. They kill journalists. Remember that guy who was pictured with the rainbow leotard, or Leia, or whatever it is, all the same with me. He went to Qatar to watch the football. He never came back home. Nobody saw him ever again. And I wonder why that was. Okay? And you say that we've had loads of decisions. You don't have a leg to stand on. Because you got a decision against Wolves, a penalty that never was a penalty kick. And I saw that dirty, rotten cheat Avaron went down like a fairy, like a little girl, diving and cheating. That was a disgrace. One of the worst dives you're ever going to see in Premier League history. What the hell was he thinking doing that? He should have the book thrown at him. But because he plays for Newcastle United, nothing will get said. He'll get away with it because of the club he plays for. You've had so many decisions this season like it's going out of fashion. And it really, really irritates me. Okay? We beat you fair and square in the cup final when it mattered. You beat us when it didn't matter in the League Cup third round. And then lost eventually to Chelsea in the quarter-finals on penalties granted, but you lost none the same. So stay in your lane, okay? And you Newcastle fans have the cheek as well to have a go at us. Does the name Lindsay Smith ring the bell? Well, if it doesn't, here goes. I'll tell you who that is. She got banned, and she's a lifelong Newcastle fan, from the stadium because she dared say the unsayable, that a man's a man and a woman's a woman. I'm paraphrasing there. She was stating biological fact, and she got kicked out of Newcastle. So pipe down, Newcastle fans, right? Don't lecture us, you Man United fans. Instead of concentrating on what we're doing, concentrate on what you're doing. And then maybe, just maybe, you might get something done. And now she's suing Newcastle for that. And I think, was it PIF? Only own 80% of Newcastle, by the way. Not 100%, 80%. Right? You've got no moral compass. You back those cretins. Right? Blood money. Disgusting. Fucking blood money. We generate our money as Man United. You have money by a state. State owned. Right? So don't question anybody. Especially not us Man United fans, because you are deluded. And you know you are. Right? You can't lecture me on any of the Man United fans on my club when your club is owned by dirty Saudi money. So on that note, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester United win to shut you Newcastle fans up once and for all.